2010, I was unlawfully and unjustly fired from Ozzie's Coffee and Tea, based solely upon my union membership and my engagement in other protected concerted activities. After my union affiliation with the industrial workers of the world was leaked to management on May 1st, I was subjected to mistreatment, discrimination, illegal interrogations, and verbal abuse. When I stood up for a coworker who was being physically assaulted and threatened by the store manager's boyfriend on the clock, on the job, right in here, I was written up in my first and final warning because of exercising my legally protected right to discuss workplace conditions. And my hours were slashed from roughly 43 hours a week to below 20. And I was also demoted as a key holder. They took my keys away from me. After 2 weeks of working insufficient hours, I led a legally protected union delegation of 6 IWW members and supporters. Many of you are here today. Deliver a demand letter and officially inform Ozzie's co-owner, Melissa Ozzie, of my union affiliation. I was immediately retaliated against in response to the demand letter. I was removed from the schedule completely. I left several unanswered phone messages for Ozzie stating that I was ready and willing to work and would like to know when my next shift was. After several days of not returning my calls, Ozzie told my then legal counsel, Daniel Gross, that I was terminated. She didn't even have the guts to tell me to my face that I was fired. Since then, I have been fighting for my job back, including full back pay, which I'm entitled to under the National Labor Relations Act. I have filed unfair labor practices with the National Labor Relations Board, and they have found merit in my case. The NLRB has issued a complaint against Ozzie's Coffee, Inc., and there will be a hearing in front of an administrative law judge on February 8th, 9:30 a.m. at 2 Metro Tech Center on the 5th floor in Brooklyn, New York. We're planning to pack the courts, so remember that day, February 8th. I was a hard worker with a strong work ethic. Before my union affiliation was known, I was praised by management and coworkers alike. I was even offered the store manager's position and turned it down for political reasons, both as an anarchist and a unionist. Now my name is being smeared in the media and to the NLRB as a bad worker. Ozzie's claims to have 10 witnesses who are willing to get up on the stand and say that I was lazy and incompetent. I think what hurts the most in all of this is that they'd be willing to stoop so low that they'd rather spread lies about the quality of my labor and assassinate my character than do the right thing and reinstate me. But that's okay, because if they really want this to go to trial, I'm fully prepared and confident that I will win this thing.
I got one thing.
Whether it's in the courts or in the streets.
All right!
We are going to win. We are going to win because that's what the IWW does. We win. We may not have the numbers we had in the early 1900s, but the IWW fighting spirit lives on. We just had a major victory against the corporate coffee giant Starbucks. A small but growing number of union baristas won a 3-year campaign to get Starbucks to recognize Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s holiday and pay time and a half for all of their U.S.-based employees on MLK Day.
Yeah!
I want to take the time to thank all the Starbucks baristas who are out here right now. Thank you so much. Okay, I basically want to close with, if we can make a multi-billion-dollar corporate coffee chain cave, then we can literally crush Ozzies.
we had to rely on people power more than the courts, and the courts aren't going to exact justice. Have the courts ever exacted justice in
It's okay, this is being used for non-commercial purposes.
Okay. That's how they fool you. You're not going to kiss ass to the boss just so you can get a little.
Yeah, I'm sure bosses don't have it.
Are you?